The era of the virtual influencer is here. Companies use influencers all the time, whether it's insurance, retail, electronics, sports, food. A famous person using your product is a marketing win. But what if they were virtual as opposed to real people? Synthetic characters are promoting everything from high street retail to Hollywood movies on their timeline. Now, animated characters are nothing new. Tony the Tiger, Mr. Peanut, the Geico Gecko, but usually they're just tied to one specific product. What if animated influencers could sponsor whatever they like? What if Tony the Tiger wasn't just doing Frosted Flakes? What if he could sponsor clothing or headphones? They exist on social media right now, but which ones make the most money? Computer-generated and AI-powered Instagram celebrities are earning millions of dollars while changing the way consumers think about culture and commerce. If you get the design right, your virtual influencer can be just as effective as a living celebrity. A virtual influencer is untiring, amoral, highly portable, and never aging. But will audiences connect with them in the same way they do, say, Tom Brady or Snoop Dogg during commercials? Well, we used a list of virtual influencers using virtualhumans.org and tallied the biggest figures against each other, and here's what we found. The highest paid virtual influencer is Lu do Magalu. Never heard of her? She's a Brazilian retailer, sponsoring various products and even having her own reality show. On Instagram alone, she's estimated to make $2.5 million every year, completely destroying the second place competition. Her typical video feed is honestly quite jumbled, a wild mix of animations, AI daily life videos, product placements left and right, CG animated daily tutorials. She's quite a phenomenon with her 8 million followers. On TikTok, however, there's another king. It's Nobody's Sausage. They specialize in skit videos on animated bean characters with bright colors and bizarre hair choices. However, they also make music. Now, while their Spotify isn't nearly as popular as their TikTok, it's interesting that Nobody's Sausage uses these 3D animated characters to personify their music and market their brand. They command a whopping 22 million followers and consistently garner hundreds of thousands of likes, with the tagline, "Just want to make humans laugh." With this line, they kind of acknowledge the disconnect between a human influencer and themselves, but they embrace it. For the most part, they only promote their own merch, not as much other product placements, but their popularity on TikTok could lead to more sponsorships in the future. In third place behind them on most platforms is Barbie. Barbie is a much more traditional non-human influencer. Of course, her origins go way back to 1959, way behind social media, but her social media presence has been used to promote toys in a way similar to other virtual influencers. She has a known color palette, aesthetic, makeup archetype, and typical styles of music and decor that accompany her person. Basically, whether she's a real-life doll or someone you see on screen, it's easy to recognize Barbie, and thus her social media account capitalizes on that recognition and uses it to create product placements. An avatar is basically a mannequin in a shop window, quote, says Go Agency co-founder Nick Cook. A genuine influencer can offer peer-to-peer recommendations. Likewise, an academic study found that, quote, virtual influencers' messages are more useful, especially for utilitarian products, but consumer influencer identification is greater when the influencer is human, making human influencers more effective when selling products connected to pleasure. However, as the widespread appeal of Barbie demonstrates, the landscape between virtual characters and real-life pleasure is possible to conquer with imagination and skill. They may be young in the making, but generated characters are slowly making their way into the mainstream. And we'd like to know what you think of their popularity in the comments below. Thank you for watching Kapwing, subscribe for more videos, and see you next time!